What's going on, guys? My name is Arik and this is Dark Souls 2. And in this video I'm gonna do a boss guide on the Demon of Song. So he's found at the very end of the Shrine of Amana. I fucking hate this place, but thankfully the boss isn't that difficult. So before I continue with the moveset and stuff like that, I just want to let you know that there is an NPC that you can bring with you into the fight, but you'll have to bring her quite far. She is located in a hut before the third bonfire, the Roy's resting place. So if you decide to bring her with you into the fight, I highly recommend dealing with every enemy that's between her and the boss. Otherwise she'll have very low health when the boss fight starts. So let's see the boss's moveset. So first off, let's see what he does right now. This might be the... Yes, this one right here is his 5-hit combo, which as you see there, I didn't expect the 5th attack, so I got hit. But he will start off by slamming in the ground, or slamming his hands in the ground twice. The second slam might possibly be a little bit diagonal. It might depend on your position. Say if you're slightly to his side, he might do a like this one. He sort of swings and slams his hand in the ground at the same time. So be aware of that. So after he does 2 slams, he will swing twice horizontal. He will swing twice in a horizontal motion. It's first, I believe, the first swing is from right to left, and then left to right, and then finally he will follow it up with a. I'm sorry, with a slam with both of his hands. So don't run in to get in some attacks before he's finished his combo. So the next attack is well, it's any of his single attacks from the combo. He can do any of them without actually finishing the whole combo. So be aware of that. So let's see, the next one is his dash attack, which he might have started with attack actually. He sort of prepares to dash at you, and he's got a pretty decent range or radius, so it can be a little bit difficult to dodge, but I recommend rolling backwards if you see him preparing to dash at you. You can also just run to the side, but I really can't remember if the attack tracks you, but I would just roll backwards or run backwards when you see he's about to dash at you. So next up is his probably his most lethal attack, the body slam. It's when he stands up and slams his body on the ground, and if he hits you, it deals massive damage. So I highly recommend not getting hit. It takes quite a while to prepare for the attack, though. He stands up, and that takes quite a while. So it gives you enough time to. I recommend removing the lock-on and running away from him to the side, not backwards, because he's quite large. He's a very large enemy, so I would just recommend running to the side of him, and you should avoid it all the time. I believe I got hit once in a video because I didn't get the lock-on off soon enough. So that sucked. So next up is his grab attack. I don't think he managed to hit me with it in this fight, but I know he did try to use it several times. He sort of, let's see, he sort of tries to grab you with both of his hands at the same time, It's when he sort of, it looks like he's about to clap his hands, and if he does get, if he does hit you, he will grab you and then smash you on the ground, and it deals quite a lot of damage, so I recommend not getting hit by it. You can just roll away or roll back when you see he's about to sort of clap his hands together, and you should be able to avoid it every time. So let's see, next up is his, well, it's sort of a ground slam when he's covered his face. He's yeah, that's one thing I should mention, that I probably should have mentioned it before I started Moveset. You can only damage him when he has his face and hands out, otherwise you won't be able to deal any damage. So when he's got his face covered, he will do a ground slam with his, I don't know, front legs or foots. I don't think frogs have hands, so will he sort of slam down in the ground with his front legs. It is very easily avoided. Simply rolling backwards should avoid it every time. So let's see, next up is the jump attack. He will jump up in the air and try to land on you, and it seems to be very similar to the body slam attack, but it's a little bit quicker, and I don't think it deals as much damage. You saw me get hit by it once in a video, at least once, so I wasn't prepared for him to use the jump attack, so yeah, that sucked. But when you see him jumping up in the air, I recommend just, if you still have your lock on, just remove your lock on and run to the side as you would when you're trying to avoid the body slam. So next up is, well, I guess that's all of the attacks. I should mention that he has a repositioning move when he jumps backwards to try to sort of reposition himself to get further away from you. He doesn't deal any damage to you, but I might as well mention it. So as for the strategy, I recommend baiting him to pop open his head, because well, that's the only way you can damage him. And if you're standing close to him, he will, most of the time, he will bring out his hands and reveal his face. So after each successful hit from you, he will pull down his, I don't know what the fuck it is, his jaws or something. He will cover himself. So after every successful hit you make, he will cover himself, and that's when I recommend just staying close to him and not running away from him, because he might pull out his hands and face again right after. So baiting him into revealing his face and hands is what I would recommend for these fights. The only real danger is the body slam and jump attack. Those are the moves that hit very hard. Ow! Oh, I almost forgot. He has a final move, sort of a hydro pump attack. He will sort of, yeah, I'm sorry. He will breathe, I suppose, water again towards you, or sort of water balls towards you. Let's see what it says on the wiki. It describes the name as water spit, and he will, as I said, he will breathe. It says here that you can do it up to 1 to 3 times, and I'm noticing that the video is starting to get really long, but we're coming to the end. So when you see it's about to use that, I recommend just either trying to roll to the side, or simply blocking the attack if you don't have enough time to roll away, because blocking will take away less health and stamina than trying to roll away and then getting hit. So roll to the side to avoid it, block if necessary. So that's pretty much it. The strategy would be to just bait him, as I said, into revealing his face and hands, and then waiting. Don't run up to him and hit him before he's finished his combo or any of his attacks, really, otherwise you will get hit. So that's pretty much been it. If there's anything you felt I left out, anything else, just let me know and I'll update the description. But that's been it, guys. I want to thank you for watching and I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.